I see why you guys hang out here. It's cozy!
Kinda makes you wonder why we made such a big deal out of it for so long. What?
Peanut butter sandwiches. Sorry, may I please have a sandwich, Moby? Did you know George Washington Carver invented over 300 uses for peanuts? How did George Washington Carver become a scientist? George Washington Carver was born near the end of the Civil War, around 1864. When he was a baby, he and his mother were kidnapped by slave robbers. George was returned to the farm, but he never heard from his mother again. As a boy, George loved to collect and grow plants. He taught people how to care for sick plants, and they called him the plant doctor. George worked hard and put himself through different schools. He wanted to go to college and learn more about agriculture. Agriculture is the study of plants and farming. Even though slavery ended, many schools would not take African American students. But George didn't give up. He became the first African American to go to Iowa State University. And then he taught there, and later at the Tuskegee Institute. Along the way, he made some really important discoveries. How did George Washington Carver change farming? Many farmers in the South grew cotton. Cotton plants took a lot of nutrients out of the soil, which made it hard to grow new crops. But George Washington Carver had an idea. He thought farmers could rotate or switch off between growing cotton and growing crops that put nutrients back into the soil. Crops like sweet potatoes, soybeans, and peanuts are all good for the soil. Crop rotation helped farmers save their soil and produce better plants. Carver also found a ton of different uses for the new crops. What discoveries did George Washington Carver make? Carver found hundreds of uses just for the peanut. He used peanuts to make paint, laundry soap, shaving cream, lotion, ink, paper, and mayonnaise. He even made punch out of peanuts. He also discovered over 100 uses for sweet potatoes, like flour, sugar, glue, silk, vinegar, and coffee. Right, Moby. George Washington Carver was a very important scientist. He met with President Theodore Roosevelt and gave advice about agriculture. Today there are museums and memorials that teach about his life and work. There are even George Washington Carver stamps. What do you think we can make out of peanuts? What? A peanut cell phone? Are you nuts? It's for me? What did the tree say to the apples in the fall? Don't leave me. This plant is bending toward the light. Plants need water, sunlight, air, and nutrients to survive in their habitats. They also have different ways to reproduce or make new plants. Living things adapt or change to meet their needs. How have plants adapted to meet their needs for water? Desert habitats don't get a lot of rainfall, and they get really hot. Cacti have thick stems that store water. Their spines provide shade to protect against water loss. They also keep the plant safe from animals. And, robots. Grasslands sometimes get rain, but they can also be hot and dry for long periods of time. Thin leaves allow less water to escape during dry spells. The roots of many grasses grow deep to reach water down below. The Rose of Jericho is a plant found in dry areas of the Middle East. During dry periods, the plant curls up. It can stay like that for years until there's enough water for it to open and grow. The rainforest gets a lot of rain, so plants have ways to shed water. The leaves of some plants are waxy and have special tips so water can run off easily. It's pretty shady near the rainforest floor. How have plants adapted to meet their needs for light? The rainforest floor doesn't get a lot of sunlight, so some plants grow large leaves to take in as much light as they can. Many plants adapt to their surroundings to get enough sunlight. Over time, plants might grow toward brighter areas, like a sunny window. Kudzu is a vine that can grow really quickly. It can climb up tall trees so it can get out of the shade and reach sunny areas. How have plants adapted to meet their needs for nutrients? Many plants get nutrients they need to grow from soil, but some plants grow in places where soil doesn't have a lot of nutrients. The Venus flytrap and the pitcher plant have adapted by using animals for food. Air plants have adapted to life without soil, and they get water and nutrients from the air. They can survive above ground and reach better sunlight. Mistletoe is a type of plant that can live off of other plants. It steals nutrients and water from the other plant. Animals spread the seeds of the mistletoe to other plants. How have plants adapted so they can reproduce? To reproduce, many flowering plants must spread their pollen to other plants. Some flowers have bright colors and scents to attract animals that will spread the pollen. Some plants use the wind to help spread their seeds. The seeds of maple trees have thin wings. This special shape allows the wind to carry the seeds to new places. Some plants grow fruit that have seeds inside. When animals eat the fruit, the seeds pass through them and end up in different places. Then, new plants can grow. The devil's claw gets its name from its seed pods. Their pods have long hooks that can get stuck on animals. Animals carry the seeds and shake them off in a new place. Moby. What do you get if you cross a snake and a snowman? Frostbite.